Thank you, Yoshita. Sit silently. If you talk with your friends, I will write your name on board and complain to cooking teacher. The teacher will come in 5 minutes. Surprised by listening to that dominating voice? Relax. It's me, Toastmaster Kirtana, the master of ceremony for today's session. Since my childhood, I have a dream to lead my class. I have a dream to be active in classroom. I have a dream to listen to a teacher like Toastmaster Lasya. So today, I feel it is a perfect day to fulfill all my dreams. So welcome everyone to this education session on evaluation. I'm Toastmaster Kirtana and your gang leader for today's session. Well, before the cooking teacher comes into the class, let me talk a few bit about the recipe we will learn today, that is evaluation. Evaluation. I love evaluation, but I don't love it. Confused? I'll explain. I love evaluation when someone evaluate my speech. When my evaluator point out my little efforts and appreciate me for that. When someone gives me constructive feedback to improve my performance. But on the same face, I don't love evaluation when I have to evaluate someone's speech. I feel it difficult to analyze some other speech and note down the observations. What if I can't give them perfect suggestions to improve? How to structure my evaluation at the drop of my hat? How to provide them solutions, suggestions, and all. So much in this evaluation. So all these doubts and questions pop up from my mind and pull me back whenever I want to take the evaluator role or contest in the evaluation contest. But today, let's break all our inhibitions. Here we have Toastmaster Lasya, the master chef, who will help us to master the art of evaluation, the master chef. But who is this Toastmaster Lasya? Well, let me say, introduce Lasya to you all. Lasya is a sassy perfectionist. Lasya is a sassy perfectionist and sensitive girl for her friends. She is an intriguing, substantive, and supporting friend for all her mentees. She is a daughter, a guiding hand, a sister, and a friend for all the Toastmasters. For all the people who know Lasya, it's not a name, it's an emotion. If you ever want to if you ever want to kidnap this emotion, it's very simple. Just show her a brand new bike. She will automatically come with that bike because she is a rider too. Well, but Lasya is also the icon of young energy in Toastmasters. Toastmaster Lasya is the chattering president of Hitam Toastmasters Club and the district level evaluation contestant. She is the Toastmaster of the Year for 2019 and 20. At present, this dynamic lady is leading Dilshuk Nagar Toastmasters Club to the new heights. I can't wait anymore to listen to our Master Chef Toastmaster Lasya. With this, I heartily welcome Lasya to explain us the taste of evaluation. Over to you, Lasya.
Thank you so much, Kirtana. Can you see me crying? Like, see him crying. See. You gave such an amazing introduction. All that you told apply to you as well. You are a district evaluation contestant as well. I was just wondering, when you are there in the club, why did SVCW even call me? Like, not to hurt, just saying. Yeah, thank
Lasya
you
ka is
so
always
much.
special.
Oh God, I'm crying more. Please send some tissues home. I really need them. Right. Thank you so much for that warm introduction and that beautiful poster. Thank you so much. I did not give my picture intentionally to Akhila. She's such a stalker. She got it from somewhere. Thanks, Akhila, for getting it. Well, without any further ado, today we are going to learn cooking. What we are going to cook? Oh, before that, Kirtana, you called me a teacher. We are going to talk about this later. Okay, I'm not going to spare you. All right. So I would love to see all of your faces before I kick into this so that I know who I am talking to. I can see your expression. I know how many of you are excited, how many of you are not excited, how many of you are like, oh God, it's Lasya again. Right. Only two people switched on their videos. I don't like this. Pawan came and went off just like a flash. What? Okay, thank you. Hema, that's okay. If your sister wants to see, she can be in the screen. All right. So, yeah, today we are going to talk about evaluation only in a contest perspective. There's a lot of difference between what we do for a contest, what we do in a club meeting. We cannot use all the tactics or the strategies in a regular meeting, and we cannot use the regular meeting the way we look at things in a contest, especially when the competition is high with people like Kirtan and the club. All right. So the agenda of today's meeting is I'm going to tell you what are the ingredients, how do you garnish it, and how do you present it. All right. Having said this, I want you to keep the chat box alive or unmute yourself and keep talking whenever there's a question. All right. I'll be sharing my screen in some time. But before that, all of you unmute and tell me what is your understanding on evaluation, except constructive feedback. Except that answer, you can tell me any other answer.
To support the speaker to make the speech best.
Constructive feedback me wherever you use the other words, right? Support the speaker. All right. Thank you so much, Mayuka, for that answer. Any more answers? Oh God, you guys have played evaluator role at least once, right? So yeah, we can take listening attentively. Great. That's something new. Yeah, you have to listen attentively. One more answer.
To give them valid points in their speech.
Constructive feedback, another definition. All right, never mind. Yeah, so why am I telling you not to tell the word constructive feedback and I'm asking you to tell other words? Ever since we joined, or let me just consider that you guys have been here for 6 months, or let me just take an average of a year and say that you guys are here since an year now. All right, any session that we have heard, the first word when we say evaluation, it will say constructive feedback, and that has been a legacy. I don't know who invented that word, but I also keep telling the same thing to my mentor. What is evaluation? Constructive feedback. My mentor said, go get a life. Why don't you put your blame? Evaluation is exactly like that. There is a specific way that we are taught. Everyone has a dish, a signature dish at home. For example, in my home, the signature dish is a coffee or sambar. Wherever people are from any corner of the place they come, they ask me for that. All right, that's how we present it to them. So everyone has their own style of doing. So the style you do matters a lot in evaluation. That is what makes your evaluation different from someone else's evaluation. All right. So how many of you play this crucial role at home when something is cooked in the house and you are asked to taste it? How many of you play this role? Yoshita is smiling already. All right. So yeah, Divya, unmute yourself and tell me that how do you usually say things when something is not great?
For my mother, if that is a very like not that much so good, I'll say face, Ma Bala. See, I say on face because because she is very close to me, right? So I want to tease her like your dish is not that much perfect.
Oh.
If it is a person who is like very close to me, but I have to maintain that, when we go to the relative's house, we can't say things on face, right? So I'll say, even though that is not nice, I'll say it is better, like something is missing. I don't know what is that. That something is missing. So it would be better if you work on that, auntie. I'd say that.
Already evaluator by birth. Right. So Hema, let me tell you that I'm going to give you sambar. Let's just imagine that you came to Hyderabad and you came Lasya, there's some good sambar at your place. I heard a lot of stories of it. It's making it up. All right. So you came home and I'm like, Hema, I prepared this sambar. Usually my granny does it well because she's not there. I'm doing it for you. Taste. Now the scenario is there's little salt and less in that. Are you supposed to tell me? What would you do?
That is so tasty, Dacia. But I felt like
something is missing in your dish. Can you please try it, or you taste it first? I would say that much for sure, because I can say not say it openly.
All
If
right.
I'll say right away, like I felt it good, but something is missing in it.
All right. Thank you so much, Hema and Divya, for volunteering and doing this. So, I just want to bring this point that it is as simple as we cook, or as simple as we observe. As an evaluator, or as someone who tastes the food, you will tell things from your perspective. Evaluation is just like that. You tell what you felt. Now, there are people here, like I'm from Hyderabad, I eat a lot of spice. Now, if I'm going to come to your house and you're going to tell me something, I'm like, it's not so spicy. I eat a lot of spicy food. If you can just add a little more mirchi for me, it would be great. Right. Usually my aunt daily she does this. Daily she does cooking, except but for in the morning because I don't brush my teeth early. But anything that is cooked at home will come to me. Then I'm like, yeah, like Divya said, pale. Then I'm going to tell put this mirchi or put this, put that, whatever it is, and then it's going to taste good. So we have already known the art of evaluation. This is just to answer Kirtana's question that you do not have to be afraid. If it is good, you will tell it is good. I know the most common question that is going to come up in the questionnaire that what do I do if I do not find any areas of improvement? The most common question we all have and I anticipate. Like there is nothing bad in the dish. What do you want to say? You want to make up something? You didn't garnish it properly. No, if it is good, we will appreciate their effort for being good. It is your perspective. Now, the same dish, if someone else tastes, they will look at it at a different angle. What you felt will matter. That's it. All right. So let me quickly share my screen. Just confirm if my screen is visible. Can you confirm if my screen is visible? I don't hear anyone.
Yes, yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks. So we are going to learn cooking. Cooking what? Evaluation. And the agenda would be the ingredients. How do we garnish it and how do we serve it? Okay. Firstly, let me discuss the ballot for you all. That we have 4 sections in it. Give me a second. We'll talk about the ballot. Yeah. If you have observed that there is point for everything, every possible thing in the ballot. Yeah. So, sorry. The first one, when you open the ballot and see, 40 points are given for analytical quality, 30 points are given for recommendations, 15 points are given for technique, and other 15 points are given for summary. So what is analytical quality? When you are analyzing someone's speech, when you're trying to convey it to the audience, are you clear? Is your point coming out straight, or are you beating around the bush? So this 40 marks are given for your analysis and the way you put them in a focused manner. Then the next 30 points are for recommendations. Usually we see a lot of evaluators in the club level who are pretty new, or someone who is very straightforward. They will tell, I did not understand. I felt this shouldn't have been this way, or I felt this is bad, or something. They use words which might impact people. So the way you put your recommendation in an encouraging manner, in the most possible positive way, so that he or she will take it in the right spirit, that has 30 points. Well, now there's a difference between delivery and the way you put it. We will discuss about this. Next 15 points are given for the technique. So what kind of technique that you're going to use, how sympathetic, sensitive, and motivational you're going to be. Are you going to be really harsh on the speaker, said that I was really confused, you shouldn't have so many characters, or how is your arrow shooting him? That is what matters. Now there is one thing I would like to tell here. There are multiple techniques of presenting an evaluation. Okay, there is CRC method, there is 3-to-1 approach, there is sandwich method, there is burger method, there is acronym method. There are multiple ways of doing it. Now these are a couple of techniques which we will go forward and discuss. Whatever method you take, are you trying to motivate the speaker or not is important here. right? And the last is summary. To summarize the entire thing that you have said without bringing a new point in your evaluation summary, you already have 15 points there. Now, there are evaluations which we might have heard. To summarize, they repeat their entire evaluation to summarize, so that goes on an infinity loop. That summary is never coming. So it's not the word that is going to fetch you mark, but the way you put your summary is going to fetch you mark. This is about the ballot. 40, 30, 15, 15. Any questions? Any questions?
No.
No, Rahasya.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let's move forward.
Yeah.
Now yeah.
I have one doubt.
Hmm.
In conclusion, that after conclusion we will summarize our evaluation, right? So after that, can we say anything, or
What is conclusion?
uh, we will summarize the points what we said? At the end, after summary, can we give a quote or something which will motivate the speaker? Can we do that, or
We will discuss that in the content in the delivery part. But again, if you ask my suggestion, I would never want you to tell anything as such. Why? Reason being, you're evaluating his performance. You try to encourage him in your way. Why do you want to bring a third person's quote? Understanding? Like the speech is given by Kirtana, Nandini is evaluating, you're telling Swami Vivekananda said this. So I hope I made sense. Understanding, Meghna? Okay, moving forward. So these are our very important ingredients to perform evaluation. One is content and other is delivery. So quickly, please unmute yourself. What do you understand by the word content?
The things which we want to, say.
Okay, things that we want to say. Thank you, Divya. Any more
what
answers?
we speak?
What we speak?
The main part of the speech.
Main part of the speech. Okay, let me simplify for you. What are the different parts of content? Except Akhila, anyone can tell, and not even Pawan, because I've been mentoring these guys since my childhood, so no.
The stories which they say or the message which they want to convey.
Perfect. Stories, messages, and what else could be a part of content? The things that we want to say, things that
Our
we want to say,
experiences.
our experiences. Doesn't this include what speaker wants, what speaker has to take away? Isn't that content?
Yes.
All right. Now let's see. Content has 3 subcategories predominantly. Now, as per your understanding, you can divide it just like they say, right? Namak swad anusar, add salt according to you and your choices. In the same way, this is how I look at the content: specific purpose, structure, and transitions. Now, there are people who will split the structure also. They'll say opening, body, and conclusion. That is also a way you can see it, but this is how I look at it in a broader perspective. So, what is specific purpose?
The takeaway in which speaker want to give like a message that the viewers or the audience can take away from that speech, like a moral.
Perfect. Arey, who said you want education session? Tell me, bring that fellow here. Right. So thank you so much, Divya. That was absolutely correct. Specific purpose is something what you want to convey as a part of your speech. It could be just an information. It could be some motivation message, or it could be an inspiring message. It could be anything. But why are you giving this speech? That becomes the specific purpose. All right. I'm not going to stress more or explain more of it because your mentor will be doing that. We will just look at things in a contest perspective. Now, there's something called structure. This becomes another ingredient that you can evaluate a speech on. Structure can be put again, like we discussed, opening, body, and conclusion. There'll be some opening, different ways of opening. Someone will open with a joke, someone will open with question, someone will sing and open, someone will dance and open. Usually all the stunts are performed to get the audience attention. So this is called opening. Then you start the body, then you keep narrating your stories, and then you're telling. In between opening and body, there's some line of establishment that we tell the audience on what is coming their way in next 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Right. So that becomes another parameter of evaluation. You might have heard most of the evaluators, or at least I do. I will tell my speaker that Toastmaster Pavan, I was waiting for you to tell me that what is coming my way for next 5 minutes. If you could have just added by saying that this is what I have learned or this is what I'm going to share, then I would be more prepared and understood, focused. Instead, I search for my answers. Right, so that is what is coming their way. That comes between opening and body. And in the body, of course, there are stories, characters which support the specific purpose or the message that they want to give audience. And then number of characters is also another parameter of evaluation. Usually we see a story has more characters, which confuses us. If that's the case, you can do it. And then we call something called credibility. So we have heard speeches, or at least I have heard speeches which say, my friend was fat, she was very chubby. One day she went to a party and she was insulted by other friend that she's fat and all. So she was motivated out of hurt, and then she joined the gym. In just 1 year, I saw her losing a huge amount of weight. Now she's fit and slim. My dear friends, she went to gym, she worked it. And what about you? You also go to gym. What? Is that a credible speech? If you have worked out and you have done it, then tell me. Share your experience. Do you have the credibility to talk about someone's journey? There are speeches on Abdul Kalam, and I'm like, what is he trying to tell me? All right. So that becomes another, credibility becomes a point of evaluation. This comes as a part of structure. There's another point which can be considered for as an ingredient of evaluation. That is called the breaking point. Out of nowhere, like yesterday night, I was Brahmanandam. Today morning, I became billionaire. How? What happened? Was it a dream? Why did you make this decision? Like, how did you change from this to this? If you have heard my ISC, I will tell that I was on bed. Today I'm a rider. If I wouldn't have covered that I was paralyzed for 6 months, I could not move my body, I went through this phase, it was not an easy journey, you will ask me, where is the breaking point last year? Why did you change? You were such a loser, chomo, you never wanted to change in life. After your suicide attempt, why did you become better? What is that magic there? So most of them do not say this, or they give extra importance to this. So that breaking point plays a crucial role here. Then there's something called logic. You write down the parameters, go back to your mentor and ask them to explain this. I'll give you the ingredients which are required. Well, so that is about the structure. And finally, conclusion, of course. They will try to summarize whatever they have said, and there is always a takeaway that is going to come. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. So that is the conclusion. Whatever points that we have said, or whatever the story was, and then we concluded by saying that and then we try to give a message to the speaker, the audience. Usually in the conclusion, there is a risk there is high chance that we might hear multiple messages. So this is also another parameter of evaluation. So any questions in the structure part? Opening, body, conclusion, breaking point, credibility, multiple messages. Okay, considering silence as no, moving to the next point, transitions. So yeah, how you organize a speech. Is there a smooth transition from one point to the other point? All right. And if that organization is very smooth or not, or let's just consider an example of an icebreaker. All right, so if I'm going to give my icebreaker and I'm going to tell that about my schooling first, then I'll go back to my childhood before I joined the school, then I will jump to my days where I'm currently working, and then I will go back to my engineering story, then I'll tell my interview. This is so clumsy. Although this is all a part of the icebreaker, but the way you organize it will create a smooth transition. If there is no smooth transition, then that becomes another ingredient. If there is a smooth transition, that becomes an ingredient for you to appreciate. The way you organize speech, which will not confuse the audience, and you will not have any question. All right, before I say something, how many people are good at coding here? I can't see because I'm sharing the screen. Okay, not good at coding, or how many of you know the C language? Nice, nice. Yeah. So how many of you have written codes in C language? Okay. What is the most common error that we see?
Runtime error.
Indentation error.
Okay.
7.
Okay, I don't know what they are, but if you do not close a bracket, there is always an error coming, correct? You don't put a semicolon, there is always an error coming, especially in HTML. Like I'm good at HTML because I was learning it back from my school days. So yeah, let's take consider example of HTML. If you do not close a bracket there, you do not see that feature coming up on the website, correct? Any bracket that you open is meant to be closed. How do you close a HTML thing? You first open HTML and then you open title, you open whatever it is, then you open body and then you write the story, then close body, close title, close HTML. Right? This is the order that we do. Now, speech is also the same way. You open something, close it in the same order, or call them back in the same order. Or sometimes if you go back to HTML, if you mismatch the order and write, it will still execute, but there is no smooth transition there. The structure is correct. It is coming output, but it will confuse the next programmer. What is this guy trying to do? What is this guy trying to say us? So any bracket that you open, it has to be closed. Let me just take an example of smooth transition. If you have heard Ramona's speech, 2016, I guess, the second runner-up, the first runner-up, one of her speech, she will tell about all her experiences, right? And then she will tell 1, 2, 3. There's some series that she'll pick up. She went to school, then her marriage, then her public speaking has failed utterly, and then some miracle happens. There is this breaking point, this credibility coming up, and then some angel in her life will tell, do this, blah 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 blah, and then she will change. Now the series of incidents that she calls back are not in the same order that she said. That becomes a point of observation. You can tell, Toastmaster Ramona, I was confused and baffled that why did you not talk about that, but you talked about this. And that was something in the transition. Make sense? So these are things that you can point out and discuss. Right. Any questions here?
Yes, last year.
Yes,
So,
please bring it on.
transition is the internal part of the structure of the body, right? So is the same?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't explicitly see it. It becomes your observation. It's not like body, conclusion, opening. You can't explicitly see it, but you feel it. You're not understanding. Why did this come? If you have heard the district level target speaker, out of nowhere, she will be in cave first and then she will come stand near a cow. I'm asking, why are you near the cow? You were in the cave having coffee with the trigonometry, right? You're not understanding. It's a question.
At that point, what should we mention? That structure was not clear or the transitions were not clear?
Okay. Toastmaster Nandini, at some point in your speech, I felt confused and I was lost. Because you told me that you were in a cave and then you lost your way and came to the cow. I did not understand where it is coming. So this is some transition that you can fix. If you would have told me that you had some coffee, you came outside and then you're looking for the auto, you came in search of an auto and that's how you landed near the cow, it is very clear to me, right? So if you can connect the two incidents if you can connect the two dots with some line, then I would have been clear. Just look into this transition. This speech is pure gold.
Okay, got it.
Just like connecting dots, there shouldn't be any unanswered question. All right, yeah. Moving forward.
We are done with our 25 minutes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we'll talk about our delivery now. So delivery is here, body language, pauses, voice modulation, stage usage. These are the basic things that I have written. You can write many more things like pace of a speaker, the tone of a speaker, the narration skills, the way he splits his stage into it. Anything that makes your senses feel good is delivery. If you say that he's moving his hands too much, he's doing Bharatanatyam on stage, I could not understand, then it's a parameter of evaluation. He was standing like a robot. There was no expression on his face. He was going and going. I couldn't understand that. Why I did not write many ingredients of delivery is because it's the way you look at things. These are the basic things. And if you have observed, I have not written eye contact because this is an online contest. You can't expect all these things. Saying again, this is my perspective. So these are a couple of things. You can keep adding them, but I recommend you that when you're giving it, prioritize it. If you have seen, first we have discussed about the content and then we are talking about delivery. Content is the king. This is another cliche line that we were hearing and it is a fact. Help him improve his content, automatically delivery will become. If there is a sad song and you're expecting him to do hip hop, doesn't make sense. So the lyrics of the song should be correct so that he gives a proper dance item, correct? It's the same way. So correct the lyrics and then expect a proper dance than doing it the other way around. Like, this is my opinion again. So prioritize content more. Well, any questions so far? Haven't been emphasizing much on the delivery part because it is understood. Do not give suggestions like, do not mentor someone's speech. You are an evaluator, don't go onto the stage. I felt that you could have done there. I saw people who do stage choreography. Tell the first part of your life here, second part of your life here, third part of the life here, and then conclude here in the center. Why are you choreographing, dude? That's his style of doing it. It's his choice. Let him do the way he wants to. Right. So yeah, now we have seen content, we have seen the main ingredients. Now the target speaker has given you everything. Now how do you garnish your evaluation? Before you garnish, first you have to segregate. Now look at the picture here that I put. Right, there's a lot of content coming your way when the target speaker speaks. Now, it depends on your potential. Are you able to see this picture? To segregate things and organize them properly. Only when you organize them properly, you will know what to pick up and how to garnish. Make sense? Right, now let's see. This is how you do it. You will have to write down, this is how I do it. I write the positives on one side. I write the areas of improvement on the other side, especially this tabular column. I learned it from Toastmaster Anant Katyayani, who's not even a part of district now. Back 2 years ago, he told me, when I was like a newbie, he told me that, Lasya, this is how you're supposed to do it. And I'm still following that method because I'm comfortable with it. Right. Now, when you do this positive and area of improvement, always remember, if you're not being specific, it's not helping anyone. Let's just consider you have a boyfriend and then you went and you started crying. That fellow is asking, why are you crying? I'm crying because I want to cry. That fellow is again asking, why? What happened? No, I feel like crying, I'm crying. Again, he's asking, you're ranting the same thing. He doesn't know your problem, nor you want to say. Then where is the solution coming from? So be specific, especially in an evaluation, especially in a argument, like you're pointing out, standing on a stage, that you're telling that fellow that this is something I don't like. So why don't you like? You should tell it, else it's not helping anyone. Correct. Now see, when you're talking about the positive, tell what is that and why you liked it. Looks like Nandini is having fun chatting and she's smiling all the while. Thank you, Nandini, for keeping me motivated. Right. So tell them what you like, tell them why you like. For example, Toastmaster Kirtana, I loved the specific purpose of your speech, or I loved the message of the speech. Why? Because it hit me in a way that I will never forget it. The way you have given examples to support that point, saying that women is not the weaker part of the society, but the sensitive part of the society, I really loved the way you did it. Kudos on that part. So what did I do? I told what I liked, message I liked. Why I liked? Because she gave that example in a way that I will never forget. Toastmaster Divya, I loved the way you modulated your voice throughout, especially when you were telling your mom's dialogue, the way you presented it with such an aplomb, and when you were telling your part with some mischievous thing and some naughty smile on your face, it actually added the essence to the speech. So tell what you like, tell why you like. Only then that fellow will know that, she heard me. Now let's move to areas of improvement. I personally suggest not to use the word areas of improvement. This is my way of doing it. Why I do that? It could be area of improvement to you. To me, it is not. Like I have worked 365 days to talk like this. You're coming and telling me that it's area of improvement. Or let me just say, I always have this complaint from my mentor. Last year, whenever you're speaking, you do not have a smile on your face. You have that constipated face. He says that. Like, okay. And I'm smiling these days when I'm talking. Now you're coming and telling me, Toastmaster Lasya, you smile a lot. Or you say that, Toastmaster Lasya, you do not smile at all. Like, this is the max level I can do, dude. So that is why I wouldn't suggest you to use the word area of improvement. It could be to you, but it is not to me. Rather, this is how I do it again. I'm specifying I. Here are the things that you could have done a little differently. You're doing this, great, but this is another way of doing it. Now, what is that way of doing? Toastmaster Lasya, smile a little bit when you're speaking. That doesn't mean you will roll and loll on the floor. That's not what I mean. So there's a way of telling it, right? Now tell what you don't like, why you don't like, and how you make it better. If you have seen, I specifically put that how in bold and in a different box. Why? If you're not telling people how to do it, then you're not helping anyone. Then that doesn't become the cliche definition of evaluation, constructive feedback. Right? So tell how. Toastmaster Yoshita, I really loved the way you opened the meeting with that cheer, big smile. But I felt that if you could lay down the Toastmasters Club mission, it would be great. Reason being, there are a lot of guests in the meeting and they are looking forward to know what Toastmasters is about. Since it's a special meeting, it is even more important for them to know what we are doing today. If you could have just done this and set the agenda, it would have been great. Right, so I am telling what, why, and how. Tell the agenda. That's it. Any questions here?
Last year, actually, this is what happened in my previous evaluation. I don't know whether to say this or not because I'm having a doubt regarding this. In a suggestion box, I came like a person suggested me that focus more on structure or something, not on delivery. Like, see, a person like speaker, yeah, he or she explained everything, like she reached the specific purpose and the transitions are clear. In my perspective, transitions are clear, people are well aware that what she or he gonna talk for 7 minutes. And I say I can see that some flaws regarding delivery, because even though that speech is awesome, he or she should have some delivery in, right? So that sitting in a one position and saying this is like some like people won't connect that much if I sit like this and I say this is the speech I have prepared and I have done it. So I focus on, like, even though that structure and everything is good, so I focus more on delivery because there is flaws in that. So I also suggested what, why, and how. But I got that suggestion. So how he or she like connected that focus more on structure,
Okay.
not
Did you
on delivery.
appreciate that the content is great? Did you appreciate that person in the positives that I love this structure or this content part of your speech?
Yeah, even though it's said about like transitions also, the areas like in the areas where he or she is very good at, I mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
And become like coming to the things which he or she can improve, I
Uh-huh.
suggested that.
Simple. So you know you have done it right. They will tell, you should tell thank you so much for this. However, see, content always remains first. Like we have discussed, right? First, the lyrics should be correct, only then the dance moves will be correct. If the lyrics are different and you're expecting this guy to do hip hop on Bharatanatyam for a traditional song or for some on a hip hop song or Bharatanatyam, that's not how it works. So usually the body language, the stage usage, a speech will demand. It necessarily need not be, but you as a listener have felt that, you pointed out. There's nothing wrong about it. See, when you like the content and you did not like the delivery, that is what you're telling about. So that's your perspective. Correct? Hope I answered your question. Yeah. Moving forward. Now see.
Last year, just a timer reminder. We are done with the 38 minutes.
All right, thank you. Now I am also done. I will tell how to serve your evaluation. You have cooked it, you have placed them well, you have garnished them. Now, if you're not going to serve it properly, if you're not going to put it in a proper plate and then give it, then I don't think it'll. My mom keeps telling this thing to me that Lasya, she prepares something and then she brings that to me in that banana leaf. I'm like, it's a prasad. Did you go to temple? And I'm like doing this and eating, and my mom is laughing. And sometimes what she does is she brings it in a glass plate, like, just like that 5-star hotel level decoration she does. She put little chutney and then she does this with finger. She does all that thing on a plate. I'm like, wow, 5-star dish. So it always depends on how you serve it. The points, observations can be similar, but what you do, how you do is what makes a difference, right? Yeah, can you see this 30 90 30? Yeah, this is something I learned from Toastmaster Sridhar from Chennai. So he says 30 90 30. It's not alcohol. Only people who have the habit of alcohol can relate to this. It means how you put your evaluation. 30 seconds, 90 seconds, and 30 seconds. We are given 3 minutes of time. We have to manage the time as well. In the first 30 seconds, tell your introduction. In the next 90 seconds, tell what you wanted to say. The positives, the areas of improvement, and the substantiating material to make your points to bolster your points. Whatever you want to do it in the 90 seconds. Last 30 seconds, talk. Summarize whatever you have said. Very important point in the summary, do not bring a new point. If you bring a new point, you're confusing other people. And also there are marks for how you present it, how positive your approach is. I think I missed out on a point of saying, please do not say someone that your English is bad in your evaluation. You never know, that guy might have been working hard to improve on his English, and then you're going and telling him that oh god, your English is so bad. Right, so grammar is given least importance. If you're understanding what he's trying to say, then he's already an ace communicator. Communication is about understanding, not about the language, is my opinion. That is why I do not comment on someone's grammar. And I suggest you the same thing. Even if you take the ISC ballot, grammar is given the least importance. I think it's some 5 points or 10 points. I don't remember. So considering this. Another quick tip, you can go back to HSC ballot or ISC ballot, pick up more parameters of evaluation, and then you can use them in your evaluation. Well, that's about 30, 90, 30. Many people have many other approaches of doing it. Someone says that when the moment you see yellow card, you should summarize. When you see green card, you have just 1 point of to be left from your areas of improvement. It depends from person to person. There's no hard and fast rule, but it is a good habit to maintain your timing. So that's about 30, 90, 30. And yeah, in your delivery, I wouldn't suggest to take something, someone else's score to appreciate him. Okay, let me randomly do some evaluation. All right. Let me see a face which I haven't seen. Okay. Toastmaster, let me pick up Hema. Toastmaster Hema, I'm going to evaluate you. It's just a demo. I picked up some random words. Don't curse me. Last year I didn't do this. Where did you bring this from? Just saying it. Okay. Toastmaster Hema, tell me, give me some 2-3 lines now so that I will demonstrate it so it doesn't go.
So this is one of the best day I have ever sat in front of my laptop to listen to a session, which I really didn't felt it like a session or a teaching class. I felt like it's so funny and I felt it very close. That's it. Over to you, Lasya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hema. I felt it very close. Such a beautiful line. It connects me and takes me back to my school, which is very close to my heart. There were times when I used to curse my teachers for bringing up on such boring lectures, but I'm glad it's over. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to evaluate Toastmaster Hema by putting my observation in 2 different categories and then finally going to summarize. The first category would be what I really loved about her speech. Second would be what she could have done a little differently. And third, I'm going to summarize. Well, let's get started with what I really observed that she has done a great job as a part of a speech. Firstly, message. It was such a strong message, Toastmaster Hema, that you have told me that it is okay to say no. The moment you said that, it triggered me all the incidents that I said yes and regretted for the rest of my life. Especially when you gave that ice cream incident, I felt, yeah, I should have done this. You really picked up the content which everyone or I as a listener can understand. The second thing I loved about your speech was your voice modulation. The way you have given voice to the characters of your friend, mom, and yours. Trying to connect the incidents everywhere happening, trying to connect the conversation. I did not absolutely get confused when all this was happening, especially when you were crying that you wanted that ice cream. I really enjoyed it. In fact, I felt nostalgic. Kudos on that part. The third thing I really loved about your speech is the amount of examples that you have. They were so practical and you were so honest about not getting bored, not cursing your mom, or not going to shop. The way you have put that made me feel innocence. In fact, I felt like that you were a young age storyteller. You have nailed it. Kudos on that part. Now, there are some things I felt that you could have done a little differently, especially the 2 things which I'm going to mention today. Starting with is the structure of the speech. You had a lot of characters in your speech, but it still did not confuse me. But I wanted to listen. Why did your friend come into a conversation with you and your mom? What triggered him? What liberty he had to contradict your mom's statement? And in the conclusion, you told me that you and your friend went away from there. I felt to listen what happened in between. Why did you go away? What made that argument, blah, 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 whatever it is. The second thing that you could have done a little better is regarding the number, the equal justification. You felt that you said that you like three things. First is chocolate, second is ice cream, third is chips. But I felt that you were emphasizing more on the ice cream part and you have done less justification for the other two parts. I felt they were not included in the speech. If you can just do equal justification, it would be great. Or if you thought they would not add more value to this part of the speech, you could have omitted. But as a listener, I was waiting to listen to that part as well. To summarize, great message, strong message, impeccable voice modulation, and I forgot the third one. If you can just work on the structure and giving equal justification, trust me, this is a pure gold speech. I'm looking forward for more such speeches. Thank you. Over to you, contest master. Clap. All of you clap. No. Just kidding. Right. Any questions? Yo, I just made it for a mix. This ain't really happened. Thank you, Hema, for letting me use your name. So that was from my end. To summarize whatever we have discussed so far, evaluation parameters could be considered in two ways. Thank you. I'm not going anywhere. So evaluation parameters can be categorized into two. First is the content, second is the delivery. Under content, we have structure, transition, and specific purpose. And implicitly, we have other things as well, like we have discussed about conclusion, breaking point, logic, and credibility. In the delivery part, it is obvious the stage usage, pace, pause, eye contact, hand gestures, body language, and many other things fall into delivery. However, when you're trying to say that, oh, sorry, timer, thank you for doing that. When you're trying to say points, you have to prioritize your content because content is the king. Later, followed by the delivery part. Moving forward, then we have discussed how do we say it in an evaluation. First, you tell what you like, why you like, what you don't like, why you don't like, and how you think it could be better. And to add a point here, evaluation will be in I. Do not say we. We felt that, I felt. No, you didn't have time to discuss with your audience, so present it in first perspective. And finally, 30 introduction, body, conclusion of the evaluation. That's it from my end. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, I'll take one question and call it a day.
Okay, I'll ask a question.
Yes, Pawan.
Okay, so in the contest perspective, if we have more number of contestants or if we have a quality contestants, at times it will happen that we will get common points. Maybe people will say structure is good. Maybe we'll get common evaluation points. In that perspective, how do you suggest a contestant? How can a contestant stand out of remaining contestants? Maybe in the presentation scenario, how can he have high chances of winning in the contest?
All right. So this is all about one thing. It comes from practice. Second thing, it comes from the way we look at things. For example, there are speeches, there are evaluators who pick up content from the speech itself. I will give my own example in my division level contest. I did not say things that you did well, areas of improvement, or things that you could have done differently. I didn't say this. I picked up content from the speech itself. I said, these are the roses of your speech. These are the stones of your speech. If you can just carve them, it will become better. So try picking up content from the speech if possible, and try speaking about things in a different manner. See, we are all listeners at the end of the day. We will all feel the same thing. If I hit you, you will get hurt. If I hit Nandini, she'll also get hurt. But the way you express differs. If you start screaming and crying, then I'm never coming back to you. If Nandini will scream, cry in secret, and then she'll come and tell me, say whatever you did is wrong. I think you shouldn't have done that. You better mind your business from the next time. So the way you present always makes a difference. So how can you do it? Pick up the content from the speech itself, or try explaining a little more. That's it. It comes with practice again. Why? With what credibility are you telling, Lassie? If you question me with the content I gave you, I have done for about 514 evaluations in last 1 year, just to get to that level. I roasted all the veteran Toastmasters that I know, starting from Joy till Shashidhar Babu. I had everyone's brain. With the interest of time, we will take all the questions offline. And thank you so much. It's been a great time here. Thank you for the opportunity. Over to you, Headmaster Kirtana.
Thank you so much, Teacher Lasya, that you have cleared all my doubts, answered my questions, you've broken all the fears I have. After listening to such an I and audience, we all got some energy to participate immediately in the contest and to cook this recipe. We are so much excited and thrilled for it. And we can't wait until October club contest. So we want to do a mock contest, a mock practice here just now. And we'll see how we can make that recipe and how we can go on further. For this, let's have a mock contest. It's just like a mock contest. We have a test speaker, Toastmaster Mayuka, who is a division level contestant of international speech contest, a very kind, empathetic, sympathetic, of course, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I never forget that word, though it's very long. You made me it was stamped in my mind actually. Yeah. So I request the test speaker, Toastmaster Mayuka, to come forward and check her audio and video.
Thank you so much, Kirtana. Am I clearly audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay. Timer. Will you message in the chat box or flash the cards just for the confirmation?
Yes, she will flash the cards.
Yeah, however you wish to.
Flash the cards, please.
Okay.
Yes, I can see them.
Like then. Why? What I did? Why host muted me? I'm a small little girl here. Okay. Mayuka, are we good to go?
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Mayuka, what to be? What to be? Toastmaster Mayuka.
Do you know that a deer can run so fast than the tiger? Yes, the deer runs at 90 kilometers per hour, but the tiger runs at 50 kilometers per hour. But still, the deer gets caught in the hands of the tiger and becomes its prey. Did you ever throw a thought on this? Good evening, Toastmasters and guests in this room. Yes, the deer gets caught in the hands of the tiger. So let us dwell in and see what actually happens. When the deer sees the tiger at the far side, the deer gets the fear that of getting caught and its heart starts beating and it can even hear its sound. But it knows that it can run faster, so it will try to run, not at 90 kilometers per hour. On the same lines, the tiger, when it sees the deer, it has the same feeling that it can't run faster, but still, with some little hope, it tries and runs very faster to get the caught of the deer. And finally, it does. See, there is a thin line supporting the positivity and the negativity. The hope makes you reach your goal. Sometimes we get into some tasks and we remain alone in the island. But if we look on the other perspective, it is like we were very strong to take the bold decision and go forward, and we will surely achieve our goals. So let me state you another small story which describes the above lines. Once upon a time, on a seashore, there is a small bush in which a small bird lived. Its name is Tittivam. It laid eggs and is eagerly waiting for her kids to hatch out. As on daily, it went in search of food. But one day, what happened is when it returned back to the home, there was only water. It can't find its house. It was very much afraid. Where was my house? But the only thought it had in its brain is she needs to make her kids see the outside world. With this small hope and this small thought, that bird went to the sea and started sucking those water and pouring it far away. Many birds saw this small bird and went away, thinking that it's not possible. It's true that we all also feel the same, that it's not possible because it's a small bird and the sea is so large. The same was the feeling of most of the birds and the animals which saw that small bird. But some of the birds had 0.1 sympathy, like some of us had, not every one of us had, and started to help, same as the Titibum did. Went to the sea, sucked some water, and poured them aside. The Lord of Ocean was very much impressed with the work these little birds are doing. He himself went down to the sea and started searching for those eggs. Finally, the Lord of Oceans got those eggs back and handed over to her mother. The bird was on cloud 9. It was feeling very happy that not my effort but the hope in me made my children come out of the sea safely. Now they will be able to see the world. So what we need to do is just carry some hope and positivity in us. I didn't have this positivity and hope from my small time. Let me say one of my story. From then, I started to believe in being positive. I guess it was June 2019. I was doing a lot of work on a project which is to be submitted on July 15th. I had barely 1 month time, and it was the beginning of my second BTech. We and me myself along with the other two members were working very whole the day on it. Finally, we made a beautiful small prototype. Guess what happened? The prototype was working very fine till July 14th. We didn't knew why it is malfunctioning and started to dismantle it. The result is each and every spare part, single part. We had no hope of how to again get it together because we didn't draw any rough sketches and we just made it, okay, we shall put this here, we shall put this here, it goes fine. We were disappointed and thought this is not our task, we shall leave it here itself. Let's go to our guide and say the same. We went to our guide and said the whole story. And so my guide said, okay, it's okay, you don't have any sketches, but you have 15 hours of time with you and the whole project you did was with your own brain. Can't you again put them together? Just try it out. You might get still more better one. Listening to the words of our guide, we thought, okay, let's give it a try. What happens? Luckily, that 15 hours were very productive and very helpful for us. We really made a wonderful prototype which crossed all the limitations which we had before. And we successfully submitted the project and got selected as the top 10 teams of India and were offered a free trip to Delhi. Stop. What I'm always saying, be with hope, be with positivity, but what does that give for us? It doesn't give any beautiful villa. It doesn't give any crores of rupees. But it gives you a free trip to Delhi or a peace of mind free from all tensions and stress. What you need to understand is the small line which is separating the positivity and the negativity, and decide what you wanted to be yourself, a optimistic or a pessimistic. Over to you, Kirtana.
That was an amazing speech, Mayuka. That I was indulged in your speech and I forgot that you will call me and then I have to come back. So, congratulations for giving us. Here we have a surprise. We have three secret evaluators who will evaluate the speech and present it back after 5 minutes. I request the surgeon at arms to send the three evaluators to breakout room. And the timer.
Yes, Kirtan.
Please let me know after 5 minutes.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. So what you guys will do in these 5 minutes? Any idea?
Please bring the target speaker. We'll do interview.
Come on, Mayuka.
I came. I'm here.
Extend
Akka?
talk with Lasya. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, please don't sister zone me one more time, yeah. Please. Is someone speaking or I have a bad internet and I can't hear, or is Mayuka stuck?
No, no one is speaking over here.
Thank you, mentor, for joining the session.
Malasan.
Okay, target speaker. This is your ISC speech, right? No, HSC or ISC, I don't know. Target speaker left the meeting. Please bring her. I want to talk.
Scared of teacher, it seems.
Omo.
I was struck. My net got disconnected. I'm back now.
This was your ISC speech or what?
At all. No, this is not my AC speech.
Did you give this before? I think I heard it.
No, I didn't give. I just drafted it 15 days back. My AC speech was like, I can.
Yeah, the cycle.
Um,
Yeah, Shashi told me before you did. We discussed.
Is anyone evaluating test speaker here? Apart from those three people.
yes. Kirtana is evaluating Pavan, Lasya, Jyotsna, Nitya, Hema, Yoshita, Tejashvi, Grishma, Madhuri.
Hey,
H1 side. Suvarna.
hey, why can't we ask Toastmaster Lasya to evaluate once? Like, it will be like, what do you say?
Sorry, cannot evaluate at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, 5 minutes too for you.
Tasya Pinni.
Pinny is making cry.
I thought of playing that video in our meeting today.
Shall I? No, we should not. We should respect this.
Yeah, that's why we have so much respect, right? He messaged me.
Timer is 5 minutes finished. Can I let Nandini inside?
Whoever called me Lasya Pinne, I will encounter with you after. No, I will encounter you after this meeting.
Last year we will give you a bike, you know.
Oh, really? Then I'm coming.
You still encounter us? Why don't we judge their performance? We have super talented people here, Pawan, Saina, Glasya.
Please give
Just go.
performance report to my performance too.
Performance.
Outstanding, marvelous,
What
mesmerizing.
performance?
China still till before my speech last year has given the session on evaluation.
Oh, okay.
You missed it.
Yeah.
4.5 minutes done. 30 seconds to call a first evaluator. We'll
Then
see.
we will be sharing the YouTube link. You can watch there. No worries.
Entered her. What he will watch again.
Oh, no worry. This is different.
Yeah, 5 minutes done. SAA can allow the evaluator 1 into the main room.
Sure, Kirtana, I'm letting. Nandini is already in.
Master Nandini, are you ready?
Yes.
Check the audio and video once.
Am I audible and visible?
Time cards?
Yes, I can see the timer cards.
Okay, you're good to go then.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Toastmaster Nandini, Evaluator 1. Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Nandini.
Thank you, Kirtana. What an amazing speech with an opening which made me reminisce the points which I listened in my childhood from my elder people. That a deer and a lion story and made me again remember the thought of the story. Amazing opening, Mayuka. Well done on it. And secondly, I would like to say your project in such a way that what are the apparatus you already have to do a good project, and what are the apparatus or things which you have to include in your project to become much more better, to be the top one thing in all the 10 projects. And at last, how can exactly your project be presented at last? So first, coming to the apparatus which you already have. One is the opening, which I already mentioned. It's bang on. Second is your comfortness. What comfortness, Mayuka? From starting to end, you are so comfort with your gestures or with your eye contact or anything which you have, which made me feel that you are really well prepared and so dedicated towards your speech. Well done. And the third point is your voice modulation which you have. When at the point which you're telling at your second story, you said that the bird was taking something with a hope that it can be done with a low voice, and again the cloud of came and searched for those eggs with a high voice again. That pitch, even though the voice modulation was not there, but I can feel the pitch of the speech, which made me so connected with your speech. And coming to the points which you can even include in your project to make it a best one. The first one is the structure of your timings division. I'll elaborate it for you. So the structure of the timing is first, like at starting you mentioned the story, and then it was for around 2 minutes, the first story, and the second story is for the 3 minutes, which I can see the green flag when you're telling. And then when you're telling about your actual experience towards the project, it was just for 1 minute 30 seconds, where I felt that if the your experience is for 3 minutes, it would be really great and I could still connect more to your speech. Because of that, the connection I felt was somewhat missing. If you could concentrate on the timing shuffling, it would be great. And the second thing is the placing of your stories. Coming to this, you started with a deer story, which is really good opening, and then again you went on to the second story, which says the same thing. Instead, if you can tell your story at the second story and then elaborated how you actually felt after doing it, and then at last if you can tell that so many stories are there like this which we have to implement in our life, it would be really amazing. So that placing of the stories was a little bit of confusion, and overall these are the things which you can improve. And at last, while you're presenting your project, if you already have a good opening, comfortness, also confidence, and at last if you could place the stories well and structure your timing, it would be really great. Over to you.
Great, Toastmaster Nandini. So, do we have the evaluator to Toastmaster Divya in the room?
Yes, she's in the room.
Here we go. Toastmaster Divya, she may be busy in preparing her script. Toastmaster Divya, you are back into the main room. Well, let's take 10 seconds to check your audio and video.
Am I visible and clearly audible? Just a second, I'm connecting to my Bluetooth as there is a problem. I don't know.
Meghana is also in. Can we put her back to the waiting room?
Kitna now is that all okay? Like, am I audible and I'm clearly visible?
Can you see the timer cards?
No, only the yeah.
Okay then. Toastmaster Divya, evaluator 2. Evaluator 2, Toastmaster Divya.
Mayuka, wow. In your speech, like, see, I can connect to that very personally to my story, because there are times in which I lost hope on myself and I lost the hope on that situation, and I left that and I gave up that situation. I moved on. After that, I got regretted about that. Arey yaar, why did I do that, or why did I committed that? So, like, there is, so I would like to evaluate your speech in the same, the old structure, the sandwich method. So I would say the areas which I loved and where I got very connected, and the other part is that where you could have been somewhat the where you could have do the things in the out of the box manner. So coming to the things which I loved is that the opening, like, you used like you give information about the deer and lion. As an listener, I was very attentive to your speech, like, because you're giving some of the facts that no one have ever noticed, that the lion and deer. And after that you said about hope, like, it is like, it is better to have hope in a, like, in a situation, whether in where you are going back and where you're in a situation that you're going very down. So yeah, this is what you said, hope to reach goal. So, and coming to the other thing, there are a lot of examples, that I connected. So I felt very interesting, and I have paid attention to your speech, and I'm having clarity that what you're gonna speak for next 7 minutes and all. So, and coming to the things which I thought you could have used your brain to think out of the box, that is coming to the transitions part. You said about, you have narrated a bird story, right? A bird story. You said that the mama bird is taking all the water to empty the ocean to rescue her children, right? So I was listening interestingly, and after that you introduced the other character about the ocean lord. Until then, I'm having hope that the mama bird will rescue those, the little eggs. And coming to the ocean lord, I thought, why he or she came into this character. So it could have been better, like, if you narrated this saying that this is a fairy tale story, like, if you use that kind of word, so that I'll think that, okay, this is a fairy tale story. Okay, there it is, the line, it is the factor which they used hope, and this is what happened. When coming to the delivery, To the second story, you used we more times. I thought, why this we came in middle? Who are they, and how did you done that situation? And how you got, you know, have you got successful in that by using your hope. And the other thing is that specific point. First you said about hope, and after your conclusion you said there is a thin line which separates positivity and negativity. So this is where I got confused. So summing up, you're having the great you use lot of examples and the opening, and a little bit of things to think of the out of the box is that the characters and the delivery, and the other thing is that about the conclusion and the specific purpose in your speech. Over to you, MC.
Well done, Toastmaster Divya. So yeah, let's invite the last evaluator, Toastmaster Meghna. Toastmaster Meghna. Yeah, let's take 10 seconds to check your audio and video.
Am I clearly audible and visible?
Can you see the timer cuts?
I can see the timer cuts as well.
Okay. Toastmaster Meghna, Evaluator 3. Evaluator 3, Toastmaster Meghna.
Hope. When I listen this word, I'll always end up losing my confidence. But today, somehow, our speaker, Toastmaster Mayuka, made me think about positivity. Good afternoon, everyone, and a special good afternoon to you, Toastmaster Mayuka. So now, I'll tell where I really loved in your speech. The first one is great display of body language, about when you are saying about a small bird eagerly waiting for the kids. And next, your voice modulations. When you are saying one day, what happened? Do you know? She returned to back and she's listening, where was my house? That was something really I loved in your speech. When you wanted to say something was happening, I can visualize in your speech when you are saying, I can see the curiosity and I can see that worry in your speech when you are saying with that voice, when you add those voice modulation in your speech. And that was really amazing. And coming to the third thing is simple key message. Like you have a great message for the audience and you have added that message in your stories. When you explained about that stories, and in that first story, I can say that that was something key message about hope and positivity. And also in the second story, I can see the same message. And when you are ending up by saying your personal example, and I can see the same message. Like your key message was in line with the rest of your content and stories when you are saying in your speech. And that was something really amazing. I really loved. Coming to the things where you can try differently is your pauses. You're very good with your flow while you're delivering your speech, but it could be nice if you had also using few necessary pauses. Like when you are questioning someone, give a pause for the audience to think. And when you want a line to make for the audience more impactful, give a pause and make that message more strengthful by giving a pause. And this pause can connect for the audience and can make audience think, understand, and visualize. And coming to the second thing is the logic in your speech. Because in introduction, you told us about, you made us about to think. But coming to the body, in your body, like what you told in your introduction, I can only sense or visualize in the first story, but I cannot relate your introduction to the second or your conclusion. Like somewhere I feel that connection is missing for the introduction and in the conclusion. And coming to the third thing where you can improve is the call of action. You told for the audience to think about optimistic or pessimistic, but what did you think? Why I as an audience should think about or work on that? Because I really wanted to know, you as a speaker, did you think about that when you are giving a message for the audience? I really wanted to know that, did you think about that? Or I really wanted to know what was your personal thing about that when you are giving a call of action for the audience. It could be also nice if you had told about your personal take from that. To summarize, you have good body language as well as voice modulation, and your comfort levels were amazing. To make your speech good to great, just work on that logic and takeaway. And all the best for your upcoming speeches. Over to you, MC.
Great job, Meghna. As usual, the 5 rocked. So guys, here we see the 3 evaluators still rocked on the stage. This is just a demo for our coming evaluation speech contest. You will see many such wonderful people, critical evaluators in our contest coming in the first week of October. And with this, I conclude the session. This the MC. As an MC, I'm signing off as, and also not as a MC, but as a class leader. Always remember me as a class leader, and I'm your gang leader. Finally, I have cleared all my inhibitions on evaluation. Yes, I'm ready for the coming evaluation contest. Are you? With this, I hand over the screen to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Mayuka, to take this forward. Over to you, Mayuka.
Thank you so much, our school pupil leader or headmaster or whatever you wanted to say yourself. And also our cooking teacher, Lasya, for such a wonderful cooking class today we heard. So now let's do a small task. I will post a link in the chat box. All you need to do is go to that page and give your feedback. Your responses will be shown here. If you're facing any troubles in the meantime, if the link is not opening, please let me know. We will check it. I'm waiting for the feedback. Insightful? Yes. Amazing. Zing, zing. Wow, making chef. Thank you. Oh my god, attractive, tasty, thank you. Easier, clear. Lasya, see how much you have taught us about the cooking. I'm really super cool that I can cook the evaluation as well. Go speech viewers. Hey, who is that texted me? Yeah. I guess it must be
Pavan Anna. I'm sure it's Pavan
Akhil.
Anna.
Oh, I'm not.
It's Pavan Menti.
No, I just wrote go speech yours. That's it.
Oh. So let this slide flow on. I will share it in the group. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lasya Priya, for having us here. And this is a small token of gratitude which we give you.
You give the certificate after removing that Priya, okay?
What's that kid name, Asya?
What? We'll take all the questions related to is of.
My screen visible, like I'm only seeing the white slide. Oof. Some wrong. Yeah, Lasya, Toastmaster Lasya, here is your certificate. Congrats. What we need to be very thankful for you for bearing us this long time and teaching us how to evaluate, how to give the delivery and all those things.
Can I say something here?
Yes.
This is for the entire Speech Wavers Club. I'm so proud of you and thank you for giving me this opportunity. I really love the way you guys have organized from the beginning to end. Please ignore the background. And
Inni, go, no worries.
It's okay.
Okay, so you guys have been planning for this day since a long time. I saw that this was planned 2 weeks ago. The way you have followed up, the way you checked what I want, what is your expectations, you did it in a very professional manner, and I really loved working with you guys. I'm looking forward to learn a lot of things from you. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much, Lasya. Saying this, I hand over the screen back to our surgeon at arms, Yoshita.
Thank you, Mayuka. Thank you all the
Group picture, right? Yes. Cameras on. Now our cooking teacher will be very vigilant watching us, watching our facial expressions.
The moment I said something to Nandini, she turned off the video and she left. I'm like, okay.
Someone can help me in taking the photo, please. Tejashvi, can you on the camera?
there is a DLR with Nandini. She can click that.
Yes, DSLR.
Yes.
Aina.
I think I do better in the picture.
Suvarna from Science Toastmasters.
Nitya, our president.
She's not at home. That's the reason she's not turning on. She texted.
Hello, Nitya. I demand an expression, Amma.
No, I will tell one pose. You all have to do this.
Yes.
This is for the evaluation E. So all of you keep this.
I don't like this.
You don't like this. It's an evaluation E.
Okay, so
3, 2,
okay, here
1.
is easy.
How should I do print screen now?
I'll click all of you push.
Yeah.
Nitya will be taking it since we shall pose.
Okay, Nitya, take it. Yes, done. I even did it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sandra Dams, it's yours.
Thank you so much. Despite being late from my side, so the meeting got ended by 8 minutes delay. It's all about me. I really did many mistakes. I need to admit all right now in front of you. I didn't hand over the stage to the presiding officer at the beginning. It's all my bad, I must say. I don't know.
Okay,
So
don't
overall,
curse yourself
I
so
really
much.
had. Okay, so I getting my video stuck. Is my audio clear to you? Okay, that's okay, Lasha. I need to admit, right? Here are all our people at the end by the meeting, so that's okay. They need to know. With this, I declare evaluation session at SVCW Speech Weavers got ended.
Lasha, Toastmaster Lasha, I have a doubt. Sorry, after reading. So, as you said, you'll say, once you said that you have roses, you have stones. Is it fine that you already say them that I love this, I didn't love this? Once I have given a feedback that I shouldn't declare before that, you cannot say you're already saying this is good and this is not good. Do we need to go with the flow or just say them or give a disclaimer how we are going to say our evaluation?
See, it's no wrong if you say. There's no mandatory that you should say. If you say, great. If you don't say, no problem.
Okay, just add something to it. So in the evaluation ballot, there is some marks for the structure that you follow, how you're doing your evaluation. So even if you don't say and you just follow your own structure, that will be fine. But we usually encourage people to tell what your structure is going to be, because maybe in judges they may not catch what structure you are following. So in that case, if you prior to your evaluation, if you say which structure you are going to follow, then the judges will mark you that okay, somehow or the other the contestant is following some structure. Okay. So we'll get marks in the structure part. So that is one of the reason maybe people say that you need to say what you're going to say, how you're going to say.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Thanks both of you.
Nitya, I'm never coming to your club if you call me. Pavan అన్న తోపు దమ్ముంటే ఆపు. Okay, good. Nitya, I love you too. Hey, why are you guys so quiet? The meeting is over. Talk something now.
Anything for bike? Yes, last.